Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. So yesterday in yesterday's vlog and in yesterday's video, we had talked a little bit about, well, the main thing, the biggest thing we had talked about yesterday. Yesterday we talked about how they closed just about pretty much all of the schools here in Monroe County, here in the Rochester, New York area. Um, and then also it talked a little bit about um, how they ended up closing pretty much just about all restaurants and bar restaurants, dine-in restaurants in states like Ohio and Connecticut. Well, believe it or not, I found out today that it looks like we here in New York State and all over New all over all over New York State, especially even here that includes here in Rochester, as of 8 o'clock p.m. tonight. All bars, dine-in restaurants, etc., and so forth, etc., etc., are all shutting down as of 8. Are all shutting down. Are all temporarily shutting down temporarily for a while, or at least a little while, or for a while, for a while, for a while, for a while, until stuff can get to the point where things even will even get to the point where things would be considered safe enough, for things to go back to reality. But once again, as of 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, 8 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, all bars and bar restaurants, dine-in restaurants, and so forth, and so on, etc., and so forth, will all be shutting down. Will all be shutting down tonight. So, which I, believe it or not only ended up finding out on my way out today at work at BJ's, right after my shift had finished, up, but also saw additional information on it all from a couple people currently on my Facebook friend list. Soon after getting home from work today, a little while ago. So you can definitely tell that this coronavirus situation, like I think I said in yesterday's vlog and in yesterday's video yesterday, that has definitely been dominating not exactly everything of the entire United States and the country and the entire United States, but a lot of the United States. It has definitely been a very, very rough time, for sure, throughout pretty much throughout all over the United States and stuff, in the first couple of months of the new year, in the first couple of months of 2020. So, those of you, I'm sure you all should know by now. We've all known this for a long time, especially now with the coronavirus situation all going on and stuff, and the seriousness of the coronavirus situation stuff all going on and stuff. Be sure to continue to wash your hands as thoroughly as possible. Do everything you can to have ample ample amount ample amount of hand sanitizer. Try and assure that you try and bring some like small like travel size hand sanitizer when if and when you go out at all. Like of course in good weather we can still we all at this point as of right now can definitely still go out to like the parks and stuff in good weather and take a stroll around there. My understanding is that for now the takeout to go you know ordering and pickup takeout to go, and I think delivery as well, I think at a lot of these places is still on and is still is 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 still open, but dining in but but for now dining in for now is off limits for a while. you know Everything is just to the point where you know pretty much almost every place and stuff has definitely had has definitely had a lot to wrap their heads around. Not just them, it's all of us that have had so much to wrap our heads around with this. You know, this is happening. You all should understand why it's all happening. Everybody's all got to realize that you can't really just let things keep you really just can't let things keep going, really. You as much as such places hate to do it, just gotta we we've just got to put certain things on hold for a while until things get to the point where things believe that it's even safe enough to where it's even safe enough to resume 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 the way such places and businesses usually run and usually operate. Places that we know are not going to shut down and that will continue to stay open regardless will be supermarkets, and I'm sure most places related to BJ's. At least BJ's right now is still going okay for the most part, because we all know that people always need to eat no matter what, so we know that for sure. But and another thing, so right now I did book RTS Access Public Transit, like I said in yesterday's vlog and yesterday's video that we ended up doing yesterday. Right now I do have RTS Access Public Transportation booked to go to Parrington Park for a while later in the day, later on in the afternoon, right up around mid-afternoon, right up around mid-afternoon Thursday, right up around mid-afternoon Thursday, this Thursday later on in the week. As far as Eastview goes, this upcoming Saturday, I'm sort of afraid that it might be in best interest for me to maybe kind of, as long as at least the weather in the afternoon on Saturday will be good enough, to maybe look at doing something else, like maybe go back to Parrington Park again later in the day Saturday. I mean, again, it's not going to be as warm Saturday as this Thursday is going to be. It's going to be in the 50s this Thursday, and I think it's just going to be in the 30s this Saturday. So it's not going to be real terribly freezing cold, but it's just going to be weather where you're going to kind of have to wear something kind of heavier a little bit. But